Somewhere in the ocean, one creature refuses to grow old. Meet Turritopsis dohrnii, a jellyfish so small it could sit on your fingernail, yet it holds a secret that breaks one of biology's most basic rules. Aging only moves forward. Every living thing you know gets older, weaker, and eventually dies, on a one-way clock that never runs backward. This jellyfish found a loophole in that clock. When it's injured, sick, or starving, Turritopsis dohrnii doesn't simply die the way most animals do. Instead, something stranger happens. Its cells begin to transform. The fully grown adult jellyfish collapses back into its earlier stage of life, called a polyp, essentially a biological reset button. From that polyp, it can grow up all over again, repeating its entire life cycle from scratch, tentacles, stomach, nervous system, and all, as if the years it already lived simply never happened. Scientists have a name for this process: transdifferentiation. It means specialized cells forget their original job and become an entirely different kind of cell. A muscle cell can turn into a nerve cell can turn into a reproductive cell. Think of it like a factory worker trained for one machine suddenly retraining overnight for a completely different role on the line, except this happens inside a living body, cell by cell. Almost no other animal on Earth has this level of cellular flexibility. Human cells, once specialized, stay specialized. That's why we can't regrow a severed limb or reverse a wrinkle by rewinding our biology. Our cells simply don't remember how to become something else. This jellyfish just ignores that rule entirely. In theory, Turritopsis dohrnii could repeat this cycle endlessly, aging forward, resetting backward, aging forward again, with no built-in expiration date written into its biology. That's different from animals that simply live a very long time, like giant tortoises or bowhead whales, which still age in one direction, just slowly. This jellyfish's trick isn't slow aging, it's aging that can be undone altogether. That's exactly why researchers gave it a nickname that sounds like science fiction: the immortal jellyfish. But here's the part nobody expects. Immortal doesn't mean invincible. This jellyfish has no special armor, no venom advantage, no way to outrun danger. Predators can still eat it. Disease can still take it down. A bad current or a shift in water temperature can kill it just as easily as it kills any other tiny sea creature. Its immortality is purely cellular, not a survival superpower. It only applies to aging, not to the ordinary dangers of ocean life. It's a strange kind of forever, one that only works if nothing else gets to it first. What makes this animal genuinely remarkable isn't just the trick itself, it's what the trick proves. We tend to treat biological aging as something fixed, an unbreakable law written into every living thing. Cells divide, wear down, and eventually stop. This jellyfish is proof that assumption isn't universal. Somewhere in evolution, one lineage figured out how to make aging optional, at least in one narrow sense. That should make you wonder what other unbreakable rules of biology might have quiet exceptions we simply haven't found yet. Turritopsis dohrnii was first studied seriously back in the 1990s, and since then it has become one of the most closely researched animals in the entire field of aging science. Labs around the world study its cellular tricks, hoping to understand the exact mechanism behind transdifferentiation, down to which genes switch on when a cell decides to forget what it was. The hope isn't that humans will someday reverse their own aging exactly like this jellyfish does. That's not realistic anytime soon. Our bodies are vastly more complex than a fingernail-sized invertebrate. But understanding how it rewires its own cells so completely could eventually inform how we think about regeneration, cellular repair, and even certain diseases tied to aging. It won't make anyone immortal. Nobody is drinking jellyfish extract and turning back the clock. But somewhere in the ocean right now, this tiny, fragile-looking creature keeps quietly doing something no biology textbook says should be possible: growing old, and then simply choosing not to stay that way. Follow for more random things you may not know.